It is 8:30 and time for the 8:30 High Beam. And Dinah Smith joins us. We're glad to have you back again in a different realm, I guess, as they're representing the 922 initiative today. So again, welcome back. And by the way, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You can't share that with anybody, I know. So, yeah. But it's good of you to come back in because we've talked a little bit about the 922 initiative and meetings and so forth. But I thought it would be a good idea if we maybe got a fuller explanation about what's going on. So first of all, I guess I'll start with the what question. What is 922 initiative?
Okay, first of all, thanks for having me back.
Sure.
I love coming in here. Like talking with you guys. The 922 initiative is a group that was composed. It started off as being like a subcommittee of our addiction task force. It started quite a few years ago when our addiction rates really went overboard. And what we had figured was we needed to figure out what we could do in the smaller communities where we noticed a really big increase in overdoses. So we came up with little subcommittees for each little town that had an increase of overdoses. So Uricksville, Denison area was one of those areas that had an increase of overdoses. So we came up with the 922 initiative. The initiative is composed of professionals. We have professionals from all different community or different agencies, from Springvale to Ohio Guidestones, Village Network, the health department. Here at WBTC, we have someone coming to represent them. The local law enforcements, they show up. And we have just recently opened it up to community members. So that's just kind of a little background of who shows up at our meetings. And the purpose of the 922 initiative is to bring awareness. The Empower Task, which was formerly the Anti-Drug Coalition, is also a partner of the 922 initiative. They bring a lot of resources also to the table. What we want to do is we want to bring awareness to the Twin City area. We want to make sure that we bring resources to the Twin City area. We want people to know there is help out there. There is hope out there. If you don't know where to turn, reach out to someone from the initiative.
All right. So that's kind of who's based in it professionally, but you said others are kind of being invited in now. So is this any concerned community member or how does that work?
Any community member. You don't have to be affected by any type of addiction. It's just anyone that wants to be involved, that wants to see a change in our area, is more than welcome to show up. Our meetings are always held the second Tuesday of the month. We do hold our meetings at the Uricksville City Building in the council chambers, and the meetings are always held at noon.
So the next one would be tomorrow.
Tomorrow at noon in the Uricksville council chambers.
Okay. So you've got a background in the mental health field and so forth. I guess caring for people is very near to your heart. Is that what is, I guess, thrusting you to kind of spearhead this effort, the 922 initiative?
Yeah, there's actually quite a few factors that drives me to do this. My family was affected by addiction. I did lose a brother to an overdose over a year ago, and that's my driving force. You know, I see daily the pain that my mom goes through losing a son, the pain that my siblings go through losing a sibling. I don't want another family to go through that. And if I can help one family, then it makes it all worth it.
What kind of projects or overall long-range goals does the 922 initiative have, or are you still trying to set those?
We're in the works. One of the big projects that we were hoping to work with this summer was a community garden. We did hit some bumps in the road. That's still not out of the question. The garden won't be up and running this summer like we was hoping, but we are still working on it. We're hoping to still do like the flower garden as part of like a remembrance garden where people can come plant a flower in remembrance of a loved one that they had lost. And it don't even have to be a loved one that they lost to addiction. It can just be a loved one that they had lost. Another big project that we are in the makes of working on, and we would love the community to get involved in this one, is we would like to do what we're going to call a red box project. It's almost like what the library has as far as leave a book, take a book.
Oh, yeah.
But we want it to be food. We want it to be non-perishable food. We want it to be where our kids in the summertime, since they don't have their lunch meals, to be able to go up to that box and get out maybe a pudding or a Jell-O or canned goods that they can take home. So just a box with non-perishable foods sitting around at different, maybe in front of a business, in front of a church. Just be responsible to fill that up. Let kids, let families that are down and out that need that food go get it. If you have extra, fill it up. So that's one of the other big projects that we're working on.
Yeah, and that's a way for everybody to get involved, at least in a small way, and feel like you're helping, right?
Correct.
Is there funding or anything coming in from the outside for this group, or are we just hoping for the donation and goodwill of everyone?
We're hoping for donations and goodwill from the community members. Smartway Communications, the internet communications here in Yerricksville, there was a home and garden show at Tuscarawas County Fairgrounds, and they did an auction on a painting, an oil painting, and the proceeds from that oil painting did come to the 922 initiative. And they are one of our biggest sponsors right now. They're doing little things, and they're giving the proceeds to the community garden project and stuff that we're doing. So that's a big help. Anyone that does want to donate, Springvale Health Centers is our fiscal agent. So if someone wants to make a monetary donation, they can send that check to Springvale, attention to the 922 initiative, and it goes into a fund there.
Very good. So we have the next meeting tomorrow. Can you give us any idea what the agenda for that meeting or anyone in general might look like?
What we're going to go over is we're going to discuss the next phase of the Red Box project, what we need to do, how we're going to reach out to some of the community businesses to get them involved. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about the community garden. And then our next phase is last year we partnered with Kathy Alfano, with the craft show that she holds every year. We had agencies come down and set tents up to bring resources to the community. We want to talk about if we want to do another event like that this summer.
Okay. Somebody that can't attend the meeting tomorrow or wants to get involved, but they have to work or whatever, how could they get a hold of you or the group in general to ask questions and find out how to get involved?
They can always call me on my cell. My cell number is 330-407-2484. Or they can email me at dSmith@springvalehealth.org.
That seems simple enough then. You'd be glad
Easy.
to answer those calls, answer the emails, and
Yep.
let everybody get involved,
Yep,
right?
and we also have a Facebook page. So
okay, good.
They can go on Facebook under the 922 Initiative, and they can follow us on there, and they can also send messages through there.
So if you search, it's the numbers 922 and then initiative.
922 Initiative.
Just
quick and easy.
Just what it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Anything else you want to pass along before we take off?
Nope. Just all is welcome. The more the merrier. And,
Yeah.
I encourage everyone to get involved. It's our town. We need it. We need community involvement, and the kids need community involvement.
Yeah. More hands makes it easier.
Yep.
Well, Diana, thanks a lot. Have a great day, won't you?
Hey, you too.
I'm sure you will.
Thanks for having me.
We're glad to have you, as always. Diana Smith from 922 Initiative, our guest this morning on the 8:30 High Beam here on the BT Morning Show.